It's day 348. I've got bedhead. It's 10 past 8. Still waiting for a member of staff to turn up. Can't say who because he gets upset, but he can't get up in the morning. Tyre's a bit soft on the sprayer. I jam that under there. It holds the trigger on, and as the tyre goes up, it releases the trigger. I better just watch it just in case though. Sorted the soft tyre out on the sprayer. Adam's gone there trying to work some ground that's capped off and quite wet, and we need to dry it out, but it's still too wet on top to make any sort of progress. So we're gonna have to leave it probably to Saturday or Sunday to see if we can get any machinery through it. If we leave it too long to dry out naturally because it's had no cover crop on, it'll be April. So we want to get going. So we're going to try and force a seed bed into it so that we can get the spring barley in a bit sooner. I'm just waiting for them to ring me back now because they can't, oh it is, they can't find the grid reference. And we're good to cross. If you can see, it's absolutely knackered, this deck. So they're putting a new one in. Hopefully in the next week or two. You can guarantee though, they want to do it the day we want to go sowing over there. Over we go, look both ways. Over the knackered sleepers. So this is the third time I've crossed the tracks now. And then I've got to cross back over to shut the gates and cross back again to be over here. So 5 times I'll cross them tracks instead of just once if they'd have had electric gates. This is where the muck heap was, a bit wet here when they tip them up. So we'll have to level that out when the sumo or something. Alright, when we load it with the digger, that's pretty flat. Someone was asking how fast to spray at. So I think we're doing 13.8k at the moment. Going on well, but I often slow down when I'm filming because it makes it less bumpy for filming. Underneath this massive pylon with the sprayer now, it's 24 metres between the legs, so I've had to fold up to get inside. I'm going to spray this grass off, and then if we get a chance we're going to put some wildflowers underneath it because it's just a dead area, we can't do anything with it, and we may as well put a wildflower strip in it. Now, I know I showed you this the other day, but I am really pleased with that wheat. So I'm going to show it off again. Perfect. Back in the yard now, it's absolutely freezing again. I don't know why, it must just be the wind compared to what it was last week. Just put my last tank in now of Roundup, spray off where the sweet corn was, and then I've got to wash right out so that I don't damage anything else because the next thing I'm spraying is oilseed rape. This is the field that we had the sweet corn on. I'm just spraying off the grass weeds in it now. Ready to do something else on it. Not exactly decided what we put on it yet. Might do sweet corn again because it was good fun growing it. This is where I was on my birthday, was sailing the boat through the ice. As you can see, the flood has now subsided. I'll probably jump out here and I'll show you how it drains. So down there where that grill is, that's the intake for the pump, and this ditch just stretches just to where the sprayer is there. And all this basin drains into there and then gets pumped over this, what you'd call a dike if you lived in Holland, into the stream up here, or the river. In fact, you can see the pumps are running now at the moment because it's bubbling out there, but this obviously rises right up as well. It's got a bit of silt in the bottom, it's ready for a clean out. But yeah, that whole basin fills up because it's so much lower, and that's from the mining subsidence. So that hill in the distance there, that's the old colliery, and the mine shaft came underneath, so you can see the dip in the road where that car is now. All this depression sunk from the subsidence from underneath where they took the coal out. So when the ground then ended up lower than the ditch, they had to put this bank to stop the ditch flooding onto the field, or river, whatever you want to call it, and then install these pumps to pump it up into the ditch because it's now lower lying than the ditch. So we really want to be able to pull the topsoil off, build it up slightly, and then it can drain naturally through without having to rely on the pumps, because the pumps just can't cope at the right time when it rains hard. I'm just washing the sprayer out now where the lads have been draining today. We did want to work ground, but we couldn't because it was about 5 years ago when we bought it, and the guy come out and he did a 100-metre pipe trench in 8 minutes, and that's when we thought, yeah, we need one of these. I don't know how fast Adam's going today, but it's fair moving there, I think. Maybe 200 metres an hour. He's just on the shearbolt. Come forwards here with this drain, and they've hit another land drain there, so we'll stone that up, see it flowing out the side of the trench. I'll put my phone down, try not to drop it. It's an old clay land drain there that's flowing, and then another one there. Stone that up, that'll catch that, and hopefully it might start to dry up some of these wet patches here. But we're going to put a herringbone off that one across to there, like I say, and sort that one further over. Nice bit of fly tipping. It's appeared while we've been working in the field. Shame we didn't see him do it. Tractor's over there. Digger. Obviously I've just come across this fly tip in the road, so I've stopped to look if there's any evidence of where it could have come from. There's actually an address and a mobile phone number and a name. I put the name in Facebook, brought up someone that actually I went to school with. So I've put the phone number that's on the address on the delivery parcel in my phone, and on the WhatsApp picture it's the same as the Facebook profile picture. So I've just texted saying, oh, have you paid anyone to remove the rubbish, because it's here. So I'll see what she gets back, if she gets back to me. But I know she doesn't like fly tipping, because she once commented when we had some fly tipping once before. So hopefully we might know who she's paid to remove this for and who's dumped it. Second drain's in now, so we've got one going that way and one going this way, and then leading back to the ditch there. So water in the bottom, that's good. It's going to do some good. It's going to drain that patch up there. You get literally like a quarter of the yield in wet ground, if not none. So it's good to get the drains in. It's just expensive to do, but having our own machine definitely helps. Half an hour later, fly tipping update. She basically, it's stuff from an old address that she lived at, that she moved out of 6 months ago. So obviously the new tenant there has had rubbish removed, and in some of the rubbish was an old cardboard box. It's all new carpet and stuff. So where she's moved out of, someone's obviously moved in and decided to decorate and stuff. So anyway, I don't know, apparently the council or someone else had seen it and put it on Facebook, and now people are messaging to go, oh, you've tipped all your rubbish. So she's mortified and really distressed by it all. But like, that's what you need to do. If you're getting rubbish removed, get a waste transfer note. Otherwise it's still your responsibility. Unfortunately for her, it's not even her responsibility, but her address is there. So hopefully the local authority or whoever's got the pictures before me, they want to put it on Facebook though, would they? Whoever will trace it back to the house where it's come from and the new tenant, and then find out who they've paid to remove the rubbish for them, and then hopefully they'll catch them. That's not good. I've literally just got back to the yard and the tyre's properly flat. Get it to the workshop before it comes off the rim. Get the trusty plugs out, put it in the tyre, stop it hissing. Can't open the box with one hand. Threaded a lace now through that needle, and the needle's split at the end. If you look closely, it focuses. Hold on, bring it to focus. There you go. So it's split at the end. So when you push it in and pull it out, it leaves a lace behind. This was yesterday's quiz question. Yes, it is for the digger. Lots of people got it right. It's what the quick hitch of the digger clamps to, and then that bolts down to this, which goes on that old grab. But we're going to use it for something else. We've got a headstock for a Merlot. We're going to weld that to it, so we can put the Merlot attachments on the digger. Today's quiz question is if anyone's been paying attention, these flaps on the back of the combine. Little flaps there on the lights. Have a guess what you think it is, if you know or you remember from the video when I mentioned it a few weeks ago. Put it in the comments box. I've just got to add today, thanks to everyone for the orders for the seed socks and stuff like that. The guy that's building them, like I say, he normally makes bouncy castles. He's basically got 2 staff now flat out making them to keep up with demand. So the other thing is the admin side of it. We've got loads of people emailing in, and we kind of weren't ready for the amount of orders that have come through. So if you sent an email, just be patient, because we might not get back to you till Monday now, because Wendy, that would normally do all that kind of stuff, has had a COVID vaccine today, so she's not been in. So Christine, who doesn't normally do it, is running between 2 different offices at either end of the yard. So be patient, but we're on it. There's a whole new batch coming. Well, there's new batches coming every day next week, so we should hopefully get everyone that's ordered up until this point, and I'm making this video, out by sort of Tuesday or Wednesday next week. Some people wanting special orders, wanting different, slightly different dimensions, because they've got a different drill and stuff like that. That's complicating issues as well, so they might have to be a little bit more patient than those that just want to stand a 3 metre by 3 metre one. So I've got to add it in today just to update everyone, because literally we're just email after email going backwards and forwards. But thanks for all the orders, and probably should have charged more for them, shouldn't I, really? They were obviously too cheap, but I didn't see the point in making too much money out of everyone. We just put a little bit on to cover all the hassle, to be fair. So buy them now, because they might go up next year. Anyway, it's gone 6 on Friday. It's now starting to go dark. We did want to get a lot of field work done today, but fortunately the rain yesterday afternoon just kind of stopped the job on that one, and we were just going to make a mess and smear the top surface. But we've got all the roundup done now, all the spraying's finished. We might get some field work done tomorrow or on Sunday, but it is going to rain next week, so do we bother or do we wait in case we end up with a mushy mess? Plenty of spraying to do anyway till the weather breaks again. And we did need to do that drainage that we were doing today, and we've still got one more of them to do as well. Also, over the weekend, we're going to fill the trailer full of stone, put it on the new 724 and time it going up the hill, and then we're going to put it on the old 724 and time it going up the hill, and we'll see which performs the best. Obviously the old one is kind of, the engine's a bit more run in, so we do expect that to win, but we'll see what the difference is. And then if we can find a decent enough strap, we can get the 250 and Fent in a field and see which pulls the best. So we might do that on Sunday. Thanks for watching. You've obviously watched till the end if you're seeing this. Don't forget, if you're not subscribed, click subscribe, click like, and then the more people that like it, the more people that see it. And if you've enjoyed it or any of the other videos, share them on Facebook as well, so more people know what's going on. So thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow.